Welcome in tonight to the Bright Lights here in Dike-New Hartford. Here tonight for a wrestling triangular. Wapsie Valley will be taking on Dike-New Hartford and Hudson tonight. I'd like to welcome you up to the broadcast booth tonight. My name is Zach Babers, joined tonight by my co-host Wyatt Forsyth. How are you?
Good evening. Doing great. Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year to everybody. We're back after the Christmas break. We got back into school today, and just so happens we got a wrestling meet today. So we are here tonight in Dike-New Hartford, taking on Dike-New Hartford, Gladbrook-Reinbeck, and Hudson. The Warriors come into tonight ranked 10th in Class 1A. Hudson and Dike-New Hartford, Gladbrook-Reinbeck are both unranked. DNHGR is in Class 2A, while Hudson and Wapsie Valley are in Class 1A. So tonight, Wyatt, coming into tonight, you're off the Christmas break. As we all know, wrestlers, the greatest time of the year is after Christmas break. Got that big 2-pound allowance.
Absolutely.
So 106 bumps up to 108, 113 to 115, and so forth down the line. So what are you looking forward to tonight?
I'm looking for a healthy, strong team tonight. I'm looking for fast-paced, good action. It's kind of that eagerness that you had at the beginning of the season. You have it tonight. So you're going to see a lot of big moves. I think we're going to see a lot of action on the edge of the mat. A lot of people finishing the period, so I'm positive and optimistic tonight.
Yeah, something to note is that Wapsie, when they wrestled Appleton Parkersburg Grundy Center and AGWSR, they were not at their full strength lineup.
Mm-hmm.
About half of that lineup was either sick, injured, or just out for some reason. Tonight, it's back to the full lineup, no open weights, everybody's here, and we see that open weights matter a ton in wrestling. It pretty much cost Wapsie the Jessup duel. It really played a factor in some other duels that we wrestled, and going forth, it really pays dividends having a full lineup.
Yeah, going into the second half of the season, you're going to see more tournament play, but yes, duels are still important of course, when it comes to rankings and your own individual rank, and especially in a conference duel, you want to be able to, place high or beat the guys so you can place high in your conference tournament when it comes to play. So,
yeah, Wapsie Valley has had a very rich history in dual tournaments. They have done really well at the state tournament. I think back in 2017 they placed third at the state duels. I may be wrong on that. You might have to correct me, but I am pretty sure on that. But also tonight, we have some ranked wrestlers tonight. Wapsie Valley comes in with 3. Easton Kroll, who's ranked 5th at 150. Kaden Decker ranked 9th at 157. And Garrett Miller ranked 11th at 165. And then for Dike-New Hartford, Gladbrook-Reinbeck in Class 2A at 250 pounds, ranked 4th in the state, Zach Adelman. Sorry. Pronounced that wrong, Adelman.
that's all right.
Sorry, I thought we were doing national anthem for a second.
Nope, we're just going to do
we're gonna keep it
introductions here and shaking hands. So.
Yeah, so, tonight we haven't, as we follow a lot on the Wapsie side of things. I've seen Dike wrestle a few times. I've seen Hudson wrestle a few times. What are you looking forward to from these two opponents?
I don't know the teams as well as I probably should. I don't think we faced them any earlier in the season, so it's just going to be exciting to see some exposure, some vulnerability from our team to go in and just tackle on new opponents. We're in a nice new gym. It looks like a brand new mat. I bet Coach Krall is running maybe some two-a-days, some early mornings, hard, bloody nose practices. I bet we got our heart rates high for those 8 days that we were off, so that's why I'm excited just to get some aggressive wrestling going here in the second half of the season.
Yeah, Colin Bergman said when we were doing basketball the fact that these winter break practices, they turn you from a boy to a man. I mean, they can be some hard stuff. But,
Absolutely.
tonight, I like I said, I expect a lot of high, fast-paced wrestling. Like you said, that eagerness is there. Tonight, we will be starting Wapsie Valley and Hudson will wrestle the first duel. Then Wapsie Valley will take on Dike-New Hartford, Gladbrook-Reinbeck, almost like Grundy Center, in the second duel. And then to end the night, it will be DNHGR taking on Hudson. We will not be broadcasting that third duel. I'd like to get home. I think you would too. So.
Yeah.
We're going to zip on out of here along with the Warriors after the second duel. But this first duel is going to start at 150 pounds. So we will start with Easton Crawl.
And actually, that might be the JV match to start us out, or am I incorrect on that, Zach?
They're doing so. Varsity matches will be on this blue mat that is on your screen.
Okay.
To the left of your screen, at the far left, you can see where the Warriors are kind of standing there. There's a gray light there. That is where the JV matches will be taking place. In this first duel, I don't think we're going to have any JV matches, as Wapsie, I don't think, has a JV lineup to present tonight for us. Because a lot of guys, we see it on the varsity level, all the guys are healthy. On the JV level, it is torment. Cooper Adair's out with a concussion. I think Hayden Hilsenbeck and J.J. Seaman have impetigo. And then Dallas Tissue and Drew Lansing are both still on the injured list. So tonight, for the Warriors, starting for them, it will be at 106 pounds. Kaden Belinsky, Sawyer Crawl, Wally Kaufman, Brody Kleitch, Reese Hagenow, Kraton Zimmerman, Caden Dana, Easton Crawl, Kanan Decker, Garrett Miller, Brock Kleitch, Jake Shore, Grayson Miller, and Derrick Hilsenbeck for the Warriors. The Warriors are head coached by Brian Crawl, assisted by Caleb Crawl and Bo Sorensen. So, for the Warriors tonight, a lot of guys back into the lineup. What are you expecting from those guys that are kind of resurging?
Yeah, so are we going to start the national anthem? Oh, it's kind of hard to hear every once in a while with these headphones. It kind of spooks you. It looks like our guys are healthy. Looks like they're excited. I see some smiles on the face. I think the only thing we're missing, some guys need to get some haircuts, Zach. I mean, haircut season's usually right around my Christmas break. So if we could get some haircuts done before, no, I'm just messing. But as we look at our heavyweight from Dike-New Hartford, he's got a long head of hair. So
yeah,
I got to crack a couple jokes about long hair. So
I mean, I know I wrestled back in junior high. I wrestled a lot of these guys. We wrestled Dike and Hudson a lot back in junior high. I wrestled a lot of the guys that I'm seeing tonight. But
middle school, we wrestled a lot of Cedar Falls middle schools this year.
Yeah.
Which was very unique, and that was fun because you wrestle the same old conference team, so it's nice to be able to face some bigger schools.
So we are prepping for the national anthem. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back after the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to please stand. The privilege of this game was made possible by those who have fought and those that continue to fight for the freedoms we enjoy. Let us honor our country and respect their efforts by removing our caps, standing at attention, placing our hands over our hearts as we proudly play our national anthem.
righty, welcome back in here to Dike-New Hartford High School. We are set for some wrestling. The Warriors take on the Pirates. Coming up next.
The JV will be on the south mat.
Coach Carl's going to take care of the corner. He wants to sit on this side. Is that legal?
I don't know, but seems like it is, so I'm not going to worry about it.
Both the ref cracked a smile, so I think we're okay.
So captains will meet in the middle. So we will, again, we're going to start at 150 pounds. It will be Easton Crawl for the Warriors, taking on Cam Siebel for Hudson. And I mean, Crawl comes into this duel ranked 5th.
Yeah.
He's a very respectable wrestler in Class 1A.
Yeah, I would like to, seeing Easton finally healthy. I know at the Battle of Waterloo he's struggling with some sickness and some injuries. He's a gamer when he's full of health. I mean, he has some very tactical, solid wrestling that I love about him that he's put on through the offseason and into this season. So I'm excited to see him tonight.
If there's something that has riddled Easton Crawl throughout pretty much his entire high school, varsity career, is that he's either been sick or hurt almost all the time. I mean, he had the migraine issue last year. But he ended up coming back strong and winning practically the match of the year against Lisbon. And then this year, he's, like you said, he's dealing with some sickness. But, I mean, so is everybody else. So you're wondering, if he's fully healthy, if he's 100%. If he is, he's definitely that 5th-ranked wrestler. But if he's not, something could, catch up to him.
That's a big part of this sport is obviously you got to wrestle and compete and perform. But even before that, you got to make weight. You got to be healthy with skin infections. You got to be healthy with your own diet. You got to be healthy with your own immune system. So there's a lot to play in this sport that people don't necessarily think about outside of a dual meet. So,
alrighty. So it looks like we're having some issues with the clock down there. Trying to get score figured out. Period times figured out. The team score is going to be up on the scoreboards. Both scoreboards being on the north and south ends of the gym. And by the way, I guess we've talked about it a little bit. This brand new gym they've built here. It is, maybe it's a couple years old, but very nice facility here.
Yeah, heck yeah, this is awesome. It's just cool to be a part of a new environment. So.
Yeah.
But I do love our Wapsie gym. A lot of tradition, a lot of history in it. So.
Yeah.
Well, first time I moved to Wapsie, I brought my family to the community and I showed them the school and they're like, this feels awesome. Like it just has a cool environment. I know obviously people who have been born and raised in Wapsie say, well, it'd be nice to have this and that and this and that, but the rich history behind it and the environment makes you feel like you belong. So
I guess we're going to have a few JV matches over here. I see Caleb Hogan getting ready.
They might wrestle varsity at the same time, I believe, but
he's going to wrestle Hunter Sunwall, I believe. Again, I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, Caleb's really doing a good job here working inside.
Still waiting on, like we said, varsity is prepping here. Once varsity does start, we're going to kick it over to that mat.
Do we have the camera on, Caleb?
Yeah, we got.
I didn't know if you.
Yeah, if you didn't know, we're sitting here.
If I say oohs and ahs, are people gonna watch?
We're just sitting up here on this table. Wyatt's on the complete other end. So Blake's over here on the computer. I'm in the middle, and Wyatt's on the far. He's on to my left. Just some early hand fighting. So like Caleb's in that, Hogan's at that point to where he's in that upper weight class. He's at that 190 weight class, which is not a big weight, but it's still it's a heavier weight. You're gonna see a lot more slow, methodical action, not your like normal fast-paced like a 120 or something like that.
Yeah, at these upper weights, you obviously see guys that are more, I guess you could say, muscular, a little bit more mature in their body physically. So that can happen. They'll slow you down as a quick wrestler. But I've seen Caleb hold his own where he's hit some good blast doubles.
Guy's just looking for a shot. Sunwall looks to be kind of the aggressor. He's really pushing a lot of forward pressure on Hogan here, but fortunately, we're going to have to kick away as we're going to get started over here at 150 pounds. So it'll be Easton Crawl for the Warriors taking on Cam Siebel of Hudson. So we're going to get started. Crawl quick on a sweep single. He's going to cut it off to a double finish around for 2. They'll cut Siebel up, give him the 1 escape. It's 2-1.
Yeah, that was quick work. First 8 seconds of the first period.
Seaball in with a shot. Crawl, re-shot onto the double leg. He'll get around for 2. Quick to work that left arm, but he's going to let Seaball up.
Easton usually wears colorful socks. He's wearing his black socks, so he means business today.
Business. He's got the colorful shoes, though.
Yeah, there you go.
It's another takedown from Crawl. He's up 6-2. And now he's going to work for a turn. Looks to see he's got that left leg elevated. Maybe looking for a Turk. I'm correct on that, aren't I?
Yep.
Yeah.
You got to stick his hips in there, and he's scooping the back leg and also cross face the front shin. So reaching for the far shoulder. Really works, gets 2 back, 3 back there.
So let go of the hold. Now working back on that left arm, maybe looking for an arm bar.
Easton really likes that arm bar. He likes the far wrist. He likes to put his fist on the opponent's back and really just run around the head. So
it's about the bread and butter for just about everybody.
Yeah.
It's the arm bar.
And now he's got his arm across the back. There he goes, squeezing hard, scooping the head.
And he's going to get the fall, so put 6 on the board to start it off for the Warriors. Easton Crawl picks up a pinfall victory.
Hey, we love to see that, Zach. That was awesome.
Yeah. You know, I've been slowly watching this Hogan match over. He's up 3-1.
Okay.
He had a cradle locked in, kind of let it go.
Yeah, he's battling here. He's really stalking forward, being more the aggressive opponent. But now we got Kaden Decker up at 157.
So it'll be Blake Taylor for the Pirates, taking on Kaden Decker of Wapsie Valley. Decker comes into the night ranked 9th in Class 1A at 157 pounds.
Yeah, Kaden slowly stalking forward with a huge blast double, but he steps out of bounds. Had his forehead right in the guy's sternum and was pulling his knees, but happened to just step out of bounds.
Shot from Taylor. Decker reaching for that near side ankle. He's going to lose it. He's trying to reach in. And they're going to give Taylor the 2. Decker immediately back up to his feet as they'll go out of bounds. So an early 2-0 deficit for Decker. Decker gets up and out pretty quickly. Decker, a lot of forward pressure. Now he's got himself caught in a headlock, but he gets around behind for the 2. Nice mat awareness there from Decker to know where he's at. And even though he got caught in a headlock, he's able to just kind of slip out of it. Now he goes straight to the Steiner tilt.
Yeah.
He's going to rack up 3 back points, make it a 5-3 lead.
Even though we saw Kaden.
Sorry, 6-2, my bad.
Oh, yeah. Even though we saw the first takedown go not Wapsie's way, Kaden still is able to be resilient and stay in this match and still looking to score points. Now he's got a deep near-sided cradle.
That is.
Stay in bounds.
And now he's going to run him back towards the middle, and he's going to load Taylor up.
Oh, he's flat.
Taylor doing a nice job. He is kicking away at Decker. He's going to get 2, so make it 8-2 now in favor of Decker. Now he's going to just push Taylor over.
His power and just sheer strength just muscled him right back over.
If you watched any games during football season, very good athlete, very good quarterback, able to run for a lot of yards. He just uses that leg strength, bowls Taylor right over. So that will be the end of the first period. Make it 8-2 the score heading into the second.
There's 20 seconds left in Caleb Hogan's match, and he was up 5-1, just got another takedown 7-1. So he's going to probably win this match here on the JV side.
Are they in period 2 or 3?
It's so far away, Zach. I wear contacts.
It looks to be period 2.
So you're probably right.
Yeah, I don't. But anyways, back over here, start of the second period. Decker deferred. Taylor chose that bottom position. So now Decker's got an arm bar. He's working for the far wrist. He's got it. Might go for that. There, he's got it. He's got that right wrist. He's going to walk around. Flip Taylor up. Taylor doing a nice job playing defense. Decker trying to sit back.
All he has is a tight waist, and he was still getting back points. That was great tight wrestling there.
So Hogan is going to get a 7-1 victory over here. 2 back points here for Decker. Make the score 10-2, and now he's working over half Nelson.
The ref swiping.
I didn't really see. Was it a half Nelson? I'm trying to look at 2 mats at once.
Kanan's going to look through his roll-through tilt again. He's going to get it with 45 seconds left the second. He's still building points, which is great to see.
So I think he's only going to get 2, so make it 14-2. And he's going to get it. Now he's got an arm bar, so he will get the technical fall. He's looking for a pin to get 6 instead of 5.
Yeah, there you go. Hop back across, stick your chest to chest, and hip in a little bit. But he gets the tack.
So Decker racks up the tech fall. 2 minutes, 37 seconds. Sorry, 3 minutes, 37 seconds. The technical fall for Kaden Decker. So we are going to head up to 165 pounds. The third and final part of Wapsie's three-headed monster. Garrett Miller, ranked number 11, in Class 1A. So the Warriors jump out to an 11-0 lead.
Yeah, that's an exciting start. You can just tell by the demeanor, the tactfulness, kind of the energy coming off from the Wapsie bench. We looked good in these first 2 matches, even though obviously we gave up a takedown here or there. We still are looking confident and getting our shots and our takedowns finished.
So it will be Josh Gilbert for the Pirates. Very tall, lengthy wrestler. Expect a lot of cradles. I'm just going to say it now. I will probably be proven right if he does get in the top position. I mean, it's almost a given. I mean, if you're over the height of 6 foot, you know how to cradle like nobody else's business.
Garrett's got a deep bear hug,
and he's gonna just bully Gilbert right over. Gets the 2 takedown, make it 2-0 here. 15 seconds in. Miller going to work.
He's showing his strength. He's showing his quickness. Showing his leadership as well here.
He's got an arm bar in. Gilbert trying to work up to his feet. Potentially dangerous. Over here, Landon Frost got a pinfall victory.
Really attacking the far wrist when you're on top is important with your hips in and just keeping that pressure on the guys. You know, hips and shoulders really can wear a bottom guy out. So
Miller just pulling out all the tricks.
Little scramble there, but Garrett stays in control. Gonna come back with a bear hug. body lock from chest to chest, but he gets behind.
He's got to go for a mat return, but he'll let Gilbert go. So 2-1. Under a minute to go left here in the first. A lot of forward pressure from Gilbert.
Oh,
wow. Miller.
Can he hold on?
The big hit throw. Gilbert reverses
Can he
it.
hold on? Oh, no.
This is trouble. Miller's in trouble. He's got 30 seconds. But Miller, the strength, he reverses it again.
Gets a reversal. Now he's getting back points.
And now he might get a fall.
Get on your toes.
Oh, the ref thought about it. Oh.
He's going to keep holding.
And now he's got to have
left.
Nelson.
13 seconds left.
What is
nice.
this?
Hold on, Garrett.
The most famous move in the book. And it gets the fall.
Wow, that was
Put that
wild.
on replay. Holy buckets.
That was a wild exchange.
Garrett Miller, you. Gosh, Blake, I am mad. Blake, that is all. Jeez Louise, guy.
The whole gym just might have heard me cheer for that. That was a wild exchange.
What a sequence from, Miller to Gilbert, and boy, Miller almost got stuck. That was trouble for Miller, but he finds a way out of it.
He looks a little disappointed, and Coach Carl just pointed at his head, said, got to think about multiple moves. You got to just be aware, but I'm still impressed. I mean,
like, we're up here like, oh, that's one of the best moves we see. And Miller's like, it wasn't good enough. Hey, you shouldn't. He's probably thinking about how I shouldn't have got caught in that position, because that position with a wrestler that is good and highly ranked, you're 9 times out of 10 you're going to get pinned in that position, not be able to reverse it. He was able to work his way out of it, but sometimes it's not going to go that way every time. So he's got to learn to not get in that position.
Yeah.
If you can avoid those positions, wrestling becomes a lot easier. So Brock Kleitsch now is going to hit the mat. We are at 175 pounds. He will be taking on, waiting for track wrestling to upload, Levi Roberts. He's going to hit the mat for the Pirates.
You got to take down the first 10 seconds. Now he's going to go for his cradle. He either likes near side, but he's going to go for far side as well. And he's so great at just digging it deep, grabbing the far tricep, and just bringing the guy's front torso and chest to the knee. I mean, that strength that he pulls with that cross faces. Most guys like to, do the leg up to the chest, but really it's the chest you want to bring towards the knee. So and he goes roll through here, and he's getting back points, and he's squeezing tight with the knee on the side, head in the temple. Ref's getting down there.
Shades of Cannon Yeager.
There you go. The cradle is sticking to these upper weights.
Looking for 6, and he got it. Brock Kleitsch finishes him off. 1 minute, 1 minute, 3 seconds. Not good with time, but 1 minute, 3 seconds for Brock Kleitsch. He's going to finish him off. And we'll move up to 190 pounds, where it will be Jake Shore. I'm waiting for track wrestling to upload here. Jaden Heasley, for some reason they got Jonah Frost listed, which is not right, because he is currently wrestling on that mat. And Frost is currently going. I wonder, I'm a little confused here. I know it's Jake Shore up there. I can see Jake Shore. We're just going to go with the fact that we think it's Jaden Heasley. They're having some troubles with, oh no, it's going to be Carter Eitz. So it will be Carter Eitz taking on Jake Shore over there.
This will be a good test for Jake. I'm excited to see this match. Body-wise, they're not the same stature, so this will be to see how they both play out in their own strengths and weaknesses.
So yeah, Carter Eitz is going to hit the mat for the Pirates. I know, the scores table is, oh, they got it fixed.
Jake in with a quick sweep single. Oh, he's already got him on his back. Jake Shore's already gotten it in tight.
Jake Shore made quick work of Carter Eitz, and that's it.
That only took 12 seconds.
Okay, we're a little confused because on here it has listed that Jaden Heasley from Hudson is wrestling Jonah Frost in a varsity match over here on this south mat, while also having 215, which is Jake Shore and Carter Eitz, which makes sense because now Derrick Hilsenbeck is going to check in at 285. So I'm going to try to write this all down.
That's all right.
So we will have Frost at 190. So no Grayson Miller. So now we're gonna have to focus on two mats. This is the hard part of these duels. So it is 29-0.
Yep, 29-0.
Which I don't know how that happened.
Jonah's down by 1 here, but he starts the second period on top. Derrick Hilsenbeck has already got to take down the first 7 seconds of his match. So
I'm gonna tell you right now, it is not 29-0. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Because it should be 24-0.
Derrick Hilsenbeck had his guy on the back, and the ref was about to get down. Now he's going back again. So Derrick's going to keep that score up there on purpose. He's going to move it to 30-0. He's trying to. He's got a ball and chain, also known as a Wapsie ride.
Yeah,
but he got to stay in bounds.
We have a lot of confusion going on here. It gave Cameron Siebel the win at 150, which is not Easton Crawl pinned him, so I don't know how they gave him 6 for that. And also, it is not 29-0. It is like 24-0 right now for what I have listed. And I could be wrong, and I probably am wrong, but from my counting, it's 24-0. So at 190 over here, we have Jonah Frost. And now Derrick Hilsenbeck over here at 285. Big cradle.
Got tons of time, got over a minute left.
He's gonna settle in. Maybe this is the new move for these guys. Went from the arm bar now to a near side cradle.
We're working on pinning moves over Christmas. Look at this. This is great to see from a heavyweight.
Ref gonna move around.
Yeah, Derrick needs to stick the knee in the side, bend his back a little bit, and really try to flatten those shoulder blades.
He's got 40 seconds to work with. He's gonna let him go.
Jonah's
now
down.
He's working a half Nelson. Had it. Lost it. Now he's got...
Oh, a deep half Nelson.
Yeah.
Putting all his weight on the far shoulder.
Just trying to get Loeb to turn, and Loeb does. That could be all, and it is. Hilsenbeck picks up the big fall at 285.
Minute 49. Minute 49 is how long it took in the. That's all it took, I should say. More of an exaggerated term because he made quick work. But now we go down to the little guys with quick speed.
106. Kaden Belinsky for the Warriors as we are still on 190 over here. Start the third period. Jonah Frost, I believe, is down 3-1. It is 3-1. Like I said, this two mat stuff is not fun. Yeah, we're gonna be bouncing from mat to mat. Picture it as NFL red zone, you know. whatever good action is happening, we're gonna bounce it to that mat.
I just hope we get bathroom breaks. That guy goes 12 hours no bathroom breaks.
Yeah. We don't have a wide enough camera to
I think this is finally an opponent where Kaden Belinsky is bigger than his opponent at 106.
Yeah, if anyone wants to donate to our live stream funds, that would be greatly appreciated. Wapsie Valley Venmo, it's in the description in our. Relax, all right?
Nice putting the plug in there. That was quick.
I know, yeah. Wapsie Valley Venmo, it is in the description of this live stream. If you want to donate to our live streams, it'll help us get better equipment, be able to bring better live streams to you. You know, maybe if we get enough donations, you know, we'll be able to broadcast both mats at once.
There you go. Well,
that'll be the dream there.
I'm watching the Belinsky match, and he's already up 4-1. He's making quick work on just those low singles. Now he's going for a cradle, Zach. This is the third or fourth one we've seen tonight.
So now
But I'm guessing the live stream's on Jonah's match, but
Yeah.
Kaden has his guy pinned already.
So Belinsky will rack up a fall at 106. God, I am struggling up here. So far, all matches except for one have been have resulted in a pinfall.
And we see Jonah just got a last-minute takedown, 3-5 with 17 seconds left. Jonah's putting the pressure on here. Now he's going for another shot with 10 seconds left.
He's got to move his feet. Move your feet.
He knee slides up towards it.
He's going. He's got 5 seconds left. He's got to finish. He will not. So the Warriors take their first loss of the night. Jonah Frost does a nice job to fire back late in that match, but too little too late for Frost. As Jaden Heasley will pick up the win.
And then we have another freshman, Sawyer Crawl, up to bat at 113 over here on the blue mat. He's taking on Mason Vogt, who's a 10th grader for Hudson, who's in on a deep single leg here. But Sawyer's able to back out, get out of bounds with a good sprawl, and they hustle back to the center of the mat with 1:36 left in the first. Sawyer takes a deep shot at the ankles, comes out through the legs, but Mason's able to hold on to his ankles, so now he's got his legs up in the air, but Sawyer flips around. We got a decent scramble here at 113. Sawyer needs to get his head out. And on the gray mat currently, we have Wally Kaufman at 120 versus Hudson's Justin Gavigan. So they're starting out the varsity matches, and Wally's in on a deep shot and gets a takedown in the first. Zach, this is crazy. I need your help. Sawyer's getting a pin, and Wally's going for a cradle. This is crazy.
I am so confused right now. Okay, I was trying to figure out my calculations and what I did wrong. I finally figured it out.
You're all right.
So I messed up a counting number here, so I had to redo it. We are currently at 47-3.
Who's your math teacher? I'm going to call them up tomorrow and say, Zach needs extracurricular
You can
time.
call Peyton Parker, all right? It is 41. I quit. I'm done. Wally called.
Folks, we're going to be calling it a night. You can switch over to Thursday Night Football if you like.
Yeah.
No, I'm just messing.
Who is it tonight? I don't even know.
Oh, Wally's in on another deep shot.
There's no Thursday. Man, you guys can't leave. Yeah.
So
Do the Hawks play tonight?
30 seconds left. Sawyer's. Come on, Sawyer. Sawyer needs a return here. Ref's looking for locked hands, but Sawyer's actually got the far wrist.
So Kaufman is up 5-0.
Now, I might be missing something, but I did see the ref swipe down here, but Sawyer does not show any back points, so it's still 2-0. And over on Wally's match on the gray mat, it's 5-0, and Wally's looking for another turn in the first with a minute left. So we have two freshmen here that are showing great potential here, Zach. Great leadership from the younger staff that we have on our team, and it's exciting. 120 Wally seems to fit 120 quite well here, so.
Yeah. He's working he had a butcher. I think he's going to work for that butcher.
And
now looking for a cradle.
Oh, here comes another cradle, Zach. We must have worked on our cradles over Christmas.
Switch from arm bars to cradles. And look at that. Kaufman's got that tight.
He's got to get a knee in the side, but he's going to hold it under his back. He's got a tight grip. He's grabbing his own wrist, not his fingers, which is a good grip.
And the fall for Wally Kaufman. I'm not even going to try to count anymore. I'm just going to look at the scoreboard. But I said it last duel as we're going to switch over back to this blue mat, but Brody Kleitch is going to check in over here on the south mat, or the gray mat. I said it last time, Wally got a pin in like 12 seconds or something, and I said something about, Adam Kaufman didn't look too pleased. Again, I'm looking up there. He's sitting further back tonight, but you're not getting away from me. He still does not look too pleased. He might come after me, but.
Sawyer starts the second here on bottom, and he's getting a tough ride from Mason Vogt here at 113. Sawyer's going to spin out, though. Can he catch his hip? But they might be going out of bounds. Got to be mad aware here. Keep your body in bounds and try to square up.
They're going to go out of bounds. Brody Kleitch over here on the south mat is going to take the mat at 126 pounds. This is confusing.
So Sawyer's got a minute left in the second. He's on bottom. Still up by 2. Sawyer's going to make quick work on bottom by just keep knee sliding. Head up, chest up. Got to spin out, though. You got to stay on your knees. You can't belly out. I should give a quick plug, though. Wally wrestled top-ranked wrestlers all across the state in 1A, 2A, 3A before Christmas break, and then
Battle Waterloo, yeah.
kept his mindset right. So it's just good to see his confidence build and a pin right there in the second period. But going back to Sawyer here and Brody Kleitch.
Sawyer Kroll doing a nice job trying to slip his arm free, get the 2. He's working for it. And he'll get it. It's now 4-0 the score. Don't you love to see you got Brian Kroll, Caleb Kroll, both of them coaching Sawyer Kroll?
Absolutely. Love the family
You could have said it
atmosphere.
earlier, Brian Kroll, Caleb Kroll, Coach Easton Kroll. So I wrestled earlier. It's a family thing,
Hey, and over on the gray mat, Brody Kleitch is up 2-0 with a minute 11 in the first period, and he's got a Wapsie ride, ball and chain. Man, he's got the guy belly flat, too. So Brody looks great over here on the gray map.
And now he's got a big half Nelson. And the fall for Brody Kleitch.
Wow. Great senior leadership.
I got to give major props to the scores table down there. They have been able to keep up with all the craziness that has happened in the last few minutes. Let's go into 2 mats.
Sawyer took a shot with his arms wide.
He might got caught. He might have got caught, but Kroll able to avoid disaster. When you take a shot like that, you're going in arms wide.
Yep.
It is, guys will sit there and they are ready for the whip over.
Yeah, he had a cow catcher, but potentially dangerous hand in the face or in the mouth on the neck there. So, but Sawyer's backing on another shot. Needs to step up here. The third period, there's about a minute 30 left in the third, so.
Kroll not really afraid to take all these shots. He's up 4-0. We're in period number 3. A minute 30 left to go.
On the gray mat, Reese Hagenow just started. 15 seconds into the first, so both are still neutral.
Nice shot fake from Hagenow, but he gets caught in a single leg here.
Yeah, for some reason he needs to learn to just keep his leg down, because he hops around kind of like a bunny rabbit when someone picks his leg up. Just little freshman things that easy things that can be learned throughout the season. So blood time on Reese's match. Going back to Sawyer's match. Sawyer's belly flat here, so we need to build a base. Ref might be calling a stall on Wapsie if we don't get our arms out and our knees under us.
He's working up to that base. 30 seconds left to go. 4-2 the score.
And there's that stall call, Zach. Unfortunately, Sawyer got dinged.
I mean, it's almost a little too late. You're only 30 seconds left. It is a possibility, though, as Kroll is in some big danger here.
Yeah. Oh, you had a deep half there.
Just keep your head up. Keep your head up. Under 10 to go. Kroll trying to hold on for a win.
Pops
and
his
he's
head
going to
out.
slip out. He might get a reversal to end it, but he's going to get it. Count it, 6-2 the final. As Sawyer Kroll picks up a big varsity win via decision.
Those type matches and wins are really good for Sawyer Kroll. Just getting more of that varsity mat time, getting in situations or positions that are somewhat unnerving, I think are good for him. So down the road, he's going to look back and think, what the heck was I doing? But, it's just good to get that win, more match time. We're going to see more out of Sawyer Kroll in the future. So I'm excited for his future. And Reese Hagenow gets a takedown here to end the first. And with back points.
Are they going to give him to?
Ref
No.
did a 1.5 swipe. Oh, we should have placed a bet. Would Reese Hagenau bleed? And the answer is yes.
Yeah. Maybe we'll do that. You want to do it now for the next duel?
Sure.
What do you want to bet?
What's the pinning move? When's the blood time?
All right, so line is set for Reese to have blood time next duel against Dike-New Hartford. The money line set at we're gonna set it at -200.
Okay.
So you're
and
not.
what period? Too.
If you put I'm gonna go second period.
Okay.
But first and third.
Okay.
First and third is set at +300. The second is set at +100. Book it. Book it. So we're over here now. Kraton Zimmerman for the Warriors.
Mine in high school was always my contacts falling out.
Ugh.
And a mom came over and grabbed me one time. I don't know why I'm going down this rabbit hole, but she says, you need to upgrade to the Oasis contacts. And I did. I spent more money on the Oasis contacts. Now I've never taken them out. So my wife probably is tonight going to say, take out your contacts. Anyway, back to the match.
People problems.
Yeah. First world problems. Kraton with a takedown, and he's got the far wrist. Big step over.
Wow.
Holds it tight. He must have a tight grip there. Able just to step right over the head. Now he's going deep half. Nelson.
Just quick work here from Zimmerman. And that's tight, and he's going to get a fall.
Wow.
So a fall for Zimmerman.
Great job. Great job, Kraton.
So now it is up to the final two matches of the night for Wapsie Valley and Hudson. Kaden Dana for the Warriors, and then obviously over here on this other mat we got Reese Hagenau. So I guess while this match gets underway, we're going to jump over to Hagenau. So now Hagenau looks to have an armbar. He's going back to a half Nelson here. And he's got it. They're going to give him the two swipes. They will. He gave him two swipes.
That's the second time he did
What
this
the
in the
heck?
first period where the swipes were there, but the points weren't. Kaden Dana with a quick takedown with only 8 seconds. Just pretty much bulldogged into him, but the guy stays in good position. And here's where Kaden Dana really looks good. It's always the first period after a takedown. You know, just making sure you're under control, though, when you run this bar arm.
He's quick, he's fast, but, you know, we've said it probably a billion times already. You know, gas tanks differ for every wrestler.
That's right.
You know, Dana will go in the first period.
If we can get the work done here in the first, we'll be all right. So
Yeah.
got to push the head away. I would arch your back if I was Kaden Dana here and just push all your hip weight into that shoulder, get it down. We need that HD camera. Zoom in. His back here's are touching.
And if you're Hudson here, you don't really want to turn into Dana here.
Yeah.
You're kind of, you know, you're all right sitting there because as it is, you're not going to get called for that pinfall. So unless you kind of turn back into Dana, you know, you're not going to be able to get it. And that's the thing that I see a lot with wrestlers is they always love to turn into the guy. It's like, if you're sitting there, you haven't been called for a pin yet, why turn into the guy? You're just giving the guy more chances to readjust. You might as well sit there, work out the position, and, you know, try to just stay there.
I hear Coach Carl say, hop back around, get chest to chest, scoop the head. And it's 35 seconds left. Hudson's still fighting hard here.
Sat here for about what feels like a minute.
Yeah, I know.
As, again, blood time over here. Hanging out again.
Oh, there's that reversal from Hudson. We slipped arms.
And now right into a cradle. Gomez trying to sit back. He's got short time, and he does.
Oh, and he has a cradle.
Dana able to get out. The only damage of 2. So 5-4. Dana leads going into the second. What? Looking at track wrestling here. Micah Strayer, sorry, is the wrestler out there for the Pirates. You got like a bunch of different things happening at once. Hagenau in the neutral position. He's going to get taken down. So 3-2 over here on the south mat. They'll go out of bounds. 43 seconds to go here in the match. Big time match over here. 3-2 the score. So now it is 4-2 in favor of Hagenau after the escape. 30 seconds to go. Two of them bonked heads together. Just love to see it.
So, Zach, I thought I would just pull up the live stream. There was a couple questions that maybe we've missed, but Chad Frost just said, Zach, your headphones might be a little wobbly, but
What the heck's going on?
Blake might have got it fixed.
Are we good?
And then BJ Sauerbrei asked, Decker had a tech fall right to get 5, which would have given us 29.
That was my counting issue.
There you go.
There you go. There we answered. That's my counting issue.
So, and Dana with the reversal and has a guy on his back. Good thing we got 3 set of eyes here.
So Dana working a near fall here. Looks to be he's trying to work around. Under 10 to go. Hagenau working neutral position, trying to hold on, not give up a takedown here to end the match. And he's going to hold on. So Reese Hagenau is going to get a big victory at 132 pounds via decision over, trying to figure out who it is.
Uh-oh, Kaden's stuck in another cradle here. He might be going over with 10 seconds left in the second. Got to fight those hands, and there he goes. And the ref's swiping with 2 seconds left. And he gets 2 back there. So Kaden's match has kind of gone back and forth where multiple back points and back exposure's been having.
Oh, I am sorry. Obviously, this Hagenau match is not over.
Oh, did you say there's blood time?
Who would have thought? No.
That's all right. But 4-4, that gives us a little catch our breath and go into overtime, right?
I don't think it's overtime. I think it's just the third period.
I did see that. There was cradle, ref was swiping. Luckily, we were saved by the bell. But Kaden's in a deep third period here with 9-8, and Hudson gets a reversal. So that makes it 10-9. So we started out, Zach, what was it, 5-0, and now
5-0.
So this is where we get into deep waters with Kaden Dana, our freshman.
You look back to the Columbus duel. He was up 14-2 heading into the second period. Ended up losing that match.
Hudson's in another cradle here, so got to fight those hands, you know.
And now another cradle. Dana in trouble. Trying to fight away, and he will. Under a minute to go. Dana down by 1. He's got to get an escape. He's working up to his feet. Strayer doing a nice job.
Peel wrists, get your pinkies out, and just keep a strong base with 45 seconds left in the third. Dana really needs to put effort here and get 1. And Reese Hagenau is up by 1 with 1:20 left in the third, and he's going to be looking for a takedown.
Big shot.
Oh,
no!
Yeah, Hudson almost had a spladle over here on the gray mat.
It's the most painful move in wrestling.
2 wild matches happening right here, so I hope our
Hagenau trying to finish.
Oh, no, they scramble and they roll again. Ref's not going to swipe. Even with back exposure, you got to have control. Got to get your 2 takedown first.
Oh, no!
Reese scoot out of bounds.
Oh, no!
Oh, shoot.
So Dana got pinned, and so did Hagenau in a matter of seconds. 2 Warriors fall to end it.
2 great matches we just saw that did not end in our favor, but
I gotta look here. So Hagenau, is it not on there?
Dana did get the pin.
We're
my bad. I was paying close attention
so was
to
I
Reese.
was looking. I was watching Reese's match as well. So Dana picks up a fall. So Dana picks up a win there.
We do see Coach Kroll at the head table, though. I don't know what they're discussing, but anyway, just something I'm looking into. But
so right now, I do believe the match or the dual score is final.
Then Andrew Teat here.
So we'll have a JV match. Andrew Teat is going to wrestle a JV match here, but we're going to recap the varsity duel real quick. Okay, I guess we will wait for. Yeah, we're going to let Blake, our producer, figure out his duel stats here quick. But the final score of this duel is 68-9 in favor of the Warriors. So, and I believe that conversation over there at the scores table looks to seem to be coming to an end. So, Andrew Teat over here, JV match. I believe this will be our final match of the night for Wapsie Valley and Hudson.
You can't hear me chew my popcorn, can you?
No.
I had to eat my popcorn after Reese Hagenow and Kaden Dana's match. That just got me out of my seat, and I got a little sweat going, Zach. That was exciting.
Hey. So Hunter Sunwall. I wonder if I said that name earlier.
Andrew Teat with a takedown here, and he's going to be looking for a half Nelson turn. Needs to get out to the side, tee out here, perpendicular, and really deep.
He's parallel right now. He's got to work to get perpendicular.
Yeah. Oh, but Hudson
by the time he gets there, Sunwall.
Oh, full Nelson, yeah.
The second those two hands come in contact, it's a full Nelson. So 1 point for Sunwall. Teat will remain in the top position. Teat, a first-year wrestler. Looks to seem he seems pretty comfortable.
You know, Zach, not only do we have great senior leadership, but I am seeing more and more out of our younger wrestlers, just more confidence and go-getters. Look at this. We are getting takedowns right away in the first, and then we're working to score on top. That's great to see from 9th, 10th, graders that are. And Andrew Teats, this is his first or second year wrestling, isn't it?
Big cradle. Yes, his first year wrestling. Big cradle from Teat to end the first period. Is he going to be able to rack up a fall? No, but he'll get 3 back points. So at the end of the first, our score 5-1 in favor of Teat. So heading into the second, Teat will be in the bottom position.
That was one big move we must have worked on over Christmas break was
Cradles.
Execution of cradles, because we looked solid in those nights. But also, we got to work on defending them. I saw a couple guys did get cradled into their back, but if you dish it, you got to receive it. So,
yeah. So T able to get the escape. He's up 6-1 now.
And did you get your mic figured out?
I think so. I think we're all right.
It's probably my fault. I told you to turn it down, but I apologize about that.
Not to say anything, but I don't think I ever turned it down. I think I was.
You son of a gun. I'm like, yeah, that sounds a lot better. You never turned it down.
I sat there and just fake twiddled with the thing. He's like, oh, that sounds a lot better. Yeah, okay, sure. Never did anything.
Honey, did you feed the dogs? Yep, got them fed. And then 2 hours later, I'm like, I forgot to feed the dogs.
6-1, under a minute to go here in the second period.
He's trying that duck under, but he's got to get the guy coming into him a little bit more and really commit to it. He just kind of knee tapped himself there, and he's looking for it again.
Look at that. I just fixed the issue. Jeez Louise. Does that mean I know more than you, Blake? You see the look. Anyways, under 20 seconds to go now. I haven't had time to say it, Blake. Relax.
You said our Venmo. That's good.
I know, yeah. I got one of them done. So at the end of the second, our score 6-1. It will be Sunwall's choice to start the third. He's going to choose the bottom position. See if Teat can work another cradle. Maybe work some sort of turn. I don't see anybody else on that Wapsie bench getting ready to rock, so I think this is our last match of this duel. Again, final score of the match, 68-9. So now Teat trying to work a turn. He's got a deep half Nelson.
Again, got to step out to the side here. He's got his leg kind of tangled up in the Hudson wrestler.
He's got to the perpendicular.
Oh, there's Paul Nelson again. If I could just go into the mind of Andrew and just say, stick to one side, sir.
And we've said it twice already. I think it's like we get to the point to where we see those things, we're like, oh, don't do it.
Yep. You're like, hey, heads up.
And Teat both times that he's been called for, it is barely.
So he's in a half again, but this time he's going for a wrist. So hopefully he can hold on to that and not go to a full Nelson.
Sunwall just claws away.
And
so
now he's staying behind the arms, which good. He's falling behind and just making sure the guy doesn't get an escape here. So Andrew does ride tough here. Look at this.
Looking for a suck back. He's got to continue following, but Sunwall able to clear out for one.
There's that announcer's jinx again because I said he's riding tough and lets him get an escape.
Can't be doing that.
I know.
Trust me, I've done it enough. We don't need it anymore.
He hasn't missed a field goal in 20 games. Misses the field goal.
Doinks it off the left post. Double doink it like the Bears season, though. I only say that because my dad's watching.
Oh, the Bears. I'm going to the Packer-Bears game this Sunday, so.
Go Bears. I know you're a Packers fan.
I'll be dressed all bundled up and warm in Lambeau Field.
So under 30 to go. 6-3 the score. Teat over Sunwall here in the third.
This is going to be good for Andrew, so we'll be able to see his gas tank and see, a little bit of a unknown territory for Andrew. So got a lot of fans watching him and got good coaches in his corner. So this will be good for him to try to listen, learn, and get the job done.
So Teat's going to pick up a big victory here. 6-3, the final score. Fortunately, doesn't do much for the team score, but hey, it's a big win nonetheless.
Absolutely.
So that will be it tonight for Wapsie Valley and Hudson. Hudson's going to take a break. They get the dual break. They wrestle first and third. Wapsie's going to take on Dike-New Hartford next. We are going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with I said that wrong. We're going to take our Oran Mutual Telephone Company dual meet recap here. Oran Mutual Telephone Company, served in the area since 1911. Oran Mutual Telephone Company is a modern, independently owned telephone company providing internet and telephone services to Oran, Iowa, and the surrounding rural area. Give them a call at 319-638-6006. So tonight for the Warriors, we started at 150 pounds. Easton Krall picked up a fall, along with Kaden Decker picking up a technical fall, and then Garrett Miller also picking up a fall with Brock Kleitch with a fall to give the Warriors a big lead. Then Jaden Heasley picked up a decision victory over Jonah Frost. Jake Shore picks up a fall. Derrick Hilsenbeck picks up a fall. Kaden Blinsky picks up a fall. And then Sawyer Krall wins via decision. Wally Kaufman picks up a fall. Brody Kleitch picks up a fall. Jackson Kolsch, I hope I'm saying that right, picked up a fall over Reese Hagenel. Kraton Zimmerman a fall. Kaden Dana a fall. And that was it for tonight. So the Warriors pick up a 68-9 victory. Did I forget to say some weights? Maybe. But in our dual summary, both teams tied with a decision victory with one apiece. Warriors led in the fall category 10-1, and then the Warriors led in the technical fall category 1-0. Neither team had a forfeit, but we're going to see that in our next duel, Wapsie Valley versus Dike. Dike has two open weights, 106 and 113.
I see. Oh, sorry. Had my microphone pointed up. I do see that, yeah. They have open weights at those smaller weights, and that tends to happen. So that will be interesting to see how they battle back with being already down 12-0.
So we're going to take a quick break. We will be right back with our dual preview presented by Legacy Roofing of Iowa. We will be right back here after this on the Warrior Watch, the Wapsie Valley Sports Network. Alrighty, welcome back here to Dike-New Hartford High School. We are ready for Wapsie Valley and DNHGR. But before we do, we're going to get into our dual preview presented by Legacy Roofing of Iowa. Protect your largest investment with reliable roofing and gutter services. If you want to make your roof last as long as possible, it is vital that you never put off a roof repair. Small issues with roofing become big issues in a hurry. No matter how major or minor the repair you need, we are here to help. We offer roofing contracting, storm damage repair, gutter replacement, and residential and commercial roofing. Call Mitch at 319-415-2472 or Lou at 319-415-5547. Our meet preview is also presented by Reedland Telephone Cooperative. RTC is here to provide high-quality, superior service to you, the customer, by offering great customer services and the services you want and need to work and stay connected with family and friends.
Okay, I could do that.
What do you?
Sorry about that.
I'm in the middle of an ad read here, and you interrupt me. Jeez Louise.
I was spacing off there a little bit. Definitely. There's some things I want to talk about the last duel, and that is not only is our senior leadership excelled, but I also got to see some of the freshmen come up and above and rise above and go for those pins and get those back points. That was something that I thought was very, very important to see. Coming off a Christmas break, some guys do need the 2 pounds, some guys don't. But being able to, rise above the adversity and go and take your opponent into deep waters was cool to see. Sawyer Kroll got into deep waters but came above. Wally Kaufman went ahead and got some pin. We also saw, let's see down here, Kraton Zimmerman and Kaden Dana went into deep waters and were able to come ahead. So very interesting to have those young guys rise above in a big conference duel. So
going into this next duel with DNHGR, how do you think those 2 open weights at the start are really going to impact them?
Yeah, that's going to be a very big factor for DNH. You're giving up 12 points, so you got to look for more bonus points. And obviously it's senior night, so maybe the seniors are going to be a little bit more energized, a little bit more adrenaline running through their blood. So maybe they'll be looking for those bonus points to help get their team a win on senior night. But I believe too much in our Wapsie Warriors where, man, we're going to see some bonus points of our own.
Alrighty, so that is your dual meet preview presented by Legacy Roofing of Iowa and Reedland Telephone Cooperative. I'm going to finish this ad read. We're going to restart. I'm going to finish this.
You got about 2 minutes. You're good.
RTC is here to provide high-quality, superior service to you, the customer, by offering great customer service and the services you want and need to work and stay connected with family and friends. Reach out to them at 319-279-3375 or email manager at reedlandteleco.com. That is manager at reedlandteleco.com. So we are set to go. We are going to start at 157 pounds. It'll be Kaden Decker to start us off tonight.
So Coach Brian Krall gives out a stud chain, a literal stud chain. It says the word stud. It's made out of chain. He gives it out to the MVP for the team. First duel was excellent, but it also is stud chain of the night. So, it comes down to this duel. Who kind of wants to earn the stud chain too?
If we had to go by just that first duel, who do you think gets the stud chain?
Man, that's a tough one. I got to give it up to our seniors, Easton. Who's another senior here? Jake Shore, Brock Kleitch, Brody Kleitch. All those guys looked phenomenal. So you need 5 or 6 more stud change.
Decker working quickly.
He got a headlock, but they went out of bounds.
Almost got caught.
I guess I should use his name. Can you tell me his name again, Zach?
I don't even know.
At 157, Walker Weedman.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, Walker Weedman of Dike-New Hartford. Kaden's already in on a front headlock here, getting his head in the side and going for the far ankle. He's going to be looking to score here with a cradle. Neo side cradle already locked up, going over. The ref needs to get over there and start swiping.
So the cradle from
Man,
Decker.
He's got that tight. 2 takedown. He's got a whole minute 15 left.
He's going to readjust. He's got the 3. So he's going to readjust and run it over again. Looking for more.
I'd keep my head on the side, just keep his hips broken down. He's got a strong grip. Kaden Decker's got a strong grip from working that dairy farm.
Under a minute to go. In fact, under 40 seconds now.
he's actually elevating that top leg to try to just help flip his hips over. Dike-New Hartford's still holding onto his leg, so he's got kind of a hard leverage move with that, his right leg, unfortunately. Kanan's got his hip down. He needs to get that up.
Under 20 to go now.
So ref's not going to award him the 3 because it's still the hold he's had originally at the first minute and a half. You got it. Oh, but he has that tight now.
Oh, man, how did he not get it?
Zach, we saw no light under those shoulder blades.
That was about as flat gets.
So there's those 3 back points. Just now we're going to start the second. And actually, I should say, on the gray mat, Landon Frost, which is a JV match, has a quick takedown in his first period. And he's looking pretty dominant for Wapsie. But I'm going to stick over here to the blue mat.
So Decker in the bottom possession.
There you go. Kanan's to his feet. Needs to do hips away. He's already trying to turn in. He's going to try to look for a switch, actually.
He had it.
That was close, Zach.
Liederman broke the grip, but they go out of bounds. So we'll head back to the middle. Decker still in the bottom position.
Looks like Walker Weedman's going to stick a leg in here. Try to slow down Kaden Decker from coming up. He's really prying on that head. Kaden needs to work to get possibly 2 over 1 or just get your leg free. Man, he's already swimming. There you go.
Nice job from Decker. Now he's looking for quick fall.
Way not to rush anything, you know. Some guys panic when they get a leg in and their arms are extended, but Kaden does a great job, just nice and slow, and then quick reversal. Even with back points, now he's got bonus points, Zach.
Going for that tilt. He's already got 3, and now he's going to get the 3. And he's going right back to that 2-on-1. Loses it. Now he's going for an armbar.
There's the roll through tilt.
There's the tilt. 2-on-1 right to a Steiner tilt. Decker loads him up.
Spencer Lee must have called him before the match happened and said, hey, do my Steiner tilt.
Do this. It will work, I promise. I won 3 state titles and 3 national titles with it, all right? Do it.
And with a bad leg, 2 bad knees.
Is he going to get the tech full? He might get it. He's got to look for 6.
Hold on tight, Kaden.
You know, if I'm Decker in that position, I don't know why you just don't hold out for a fall. You're up 13-0. I would have just waited for the third period where you have a better chance to, you know, work a pitting combination rather than just rush and get a Kraton and get a tech fall. And you can see Brian Crawl is kind of just like, hey, you could have held out. You had a shot there. But we'll head to 165 pounds. Decker racks up 2 technical falls. His night is done.
And over on the gray mat, Landon Frost got a pin for JV, and now his brother Jonah Frost is up, and Jonah Frost is in on a deep shot, but stalemate's out. There are 45 seconds left of the first, but on the blue mat for Varsity, we got Garrett Miller, the Bulldog.
Oh my gosh.
I got to use my own sound effects. And then we got at 165 for Dike-New Hartford. This is your job. I just do the moves.
No, you do names. No.
Because this name I can't read. Gavin Gerbrocht. Okay.
Gerbrocht. Hey, look at you. I don't need to say names anymore.
I'm trying, Zach.
Look at you go.
Garrett has always had a good stance about him. He's always been forward pressure on his toes, not his heels. Got to keep those elbows tight because Dike-New Hartford's looking for underhooks here.
Slow moving first period so far. Heavy hand fighting.
There you go. Saw some Garrett speed right there. Was able to just get his leg back and keep circling to stay in good position. Garrett likes to be in control of the guy's wrists, so he does a lot of hand fighting here. He likes to use his forehead, too, forehead to forehead or forehead to ear. It's kind of a third mechanism for blocking or for attacking or for a setup. Garrett's really good at using that. You know, that's something that's can always be taught. Guys don't always like to use their head for a blocking or position, but Garrett is a good wrestler at doing that. So
I am one of those people.
Use your head, yeah.
Always went with just the post up, you know.
There you go.
Post with the hand. Never worked, but you know, it was always a valiant effort, I guess. Always a good try.
Oh, there you go. Garrett kind of did an arm drag there and an elbow pop and was looking for that high crotch. 8 seconds left. You know, I know it's no points scored in the first, but still a lot of action. Push, pull. They were circling. Both guys took shots, so I can't ding anyone wrong.
You can almost mark it down as a productive first period. Even though you didn't score any points, you're trying to, you know, feel your opponent out, try to find weaknesses that you can use later on in the match to score points. That's the big thing when you get up to these bigger weights. A lot of guys, they are slow, methodical. They don't take a lot of shots, especially early on. I learned that the hard way. But
well, and another thing to think about, Zach, in postseason, you also want to be methodical and productive in the first without making mistakes, because you make a mistake, it could end your season. So postseason. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is Garrett is looking solid, tactical, and tough right now. I'm really impressed by how much farther he's come along every single match. And now that we're past Christmas, great to see Garrett with some offense here. Now he starts on bottom in the second, able to get a 1-point escape.
Yeah, and back to your postseason thing you were saying, you know, postseason matches, they're about 10 times bigger than anything else. They are, you know, matches that mean so much to not only your season, but also your career as a wrestler. You know, you make it to the state tournament, it's placing third, not fourth. It's placing, you know, it's getting on top of that podium, not being a runner-up, you know.
Yes.
It's, you know, little things like that, and they could all come in, you know, first period mistakes. So you want to limit those. As, you know, Miller gets dinged for a stall call here early in the second.
There's my announcer's jinx again. I was just talking about how offensive he was, and he gets dinged for stepping back out of bounds. Now he's got to defend this shot. Dike-New Hartford's got his head in between his legs with an ankle.
Miller in some trouble.
Ref could be looking for a stalemate here, and Garrett could just need to clinch on, but I would try to get my leg over his head, get my shin in the back of his head, and try to get around for 2.
They're going to call a stalemate. So we'll go back to the neutral position. Miller still up 1-0.
I just peeked over at Coach Crawl, and he goes, hey, keep looking for that right leg. That's the one you like to attack and score on. So Garrett's got a good hold of the guy's triceps. Maybe he's going to try to pop in. Clear and go. Clear and go. Look at that deep shot, Zach. Oh, my goodness. Beautiful. That was beautiful.
Right to a Turk. Miller looking to finish it off.
Come on, Garrett.
He's up 3-0. 14 seconds to go. Miller trying to finish it off.
Get the job done here, Garrett.
He's got the leg elevated. Looking to get the shoulders to the mat. He's got him.
Scoop the head, scoop the head.
Very close. And time.
Oh, saved by the whistle there, but that was impressive, Zach. That was a huge.
Did you not get it again?
Deep double leg. Did you see that double leg? And then he picked it up and even hesitated and stepped into a Turk. That was absolute.
Vintage Garrett Miller, as we're going to head to replay here. Miller, just perfection. Look at the straight to a double leg, picks him up, throws him down, right to an elevated leg Turk. Gets 3 near fall, make it 6-0 in favor of Miller. Miller went from some trouble to he's sitting pretty comfy now.
Now he's on top, right and tough. That's that bulldog mentality he's got. Now he's got the fist on the back, far wrist. Needs to just kind of clinch up that shoulder, put all that weight, and then drive the V, Coach Crawl would say. Drive the far shoulder and neck.
Miller's got an arm bar.
Unfortunately, on the JV match, Jonah Frost looks like he might have gotten pinned in the third period. But next up is, again, Andrew T. He's right back in it. So got like that 10-minute break, and he's going to be scrapping again.
Sounds like some junior high stuff.
You bet. Go. Yeah, junior
5-minute turnaround matches. Oh.
Hey, you get off the mat, don't pull your straps down because you're going to be wrestling.
Yeah,
again.
you're going to wrestle in like 2 minutes, all right? Get ready. You get off the mat, you warm up again.
Here he goes. Now Garrett's running the right side that he should, and now he just needs to step over. He's got good time, 38 seconds. Ref's now swiping Zach. We're going to see something big.
Man, I don't know how you don't call a fall. This looks about as flat gets. But now
he loses the wrist.
Gerbrock turns in. You look, Gerbrock didn't even move. He just kind of sat there, and I'm like, what's going on? And then now he gets the big reversal, make it 9-2 as Miller gets the escape. 10-2, sorry.
There's that deep
as
flash
now
double.
A big double leg.
Wow.
Again, Miller to finish it off with the cherry on top of that ice cream sundae. Make it 12-2 the final. Miller the big win via major decision.
Man, he's got that hammer in him. He looked absolutely phenomenal.
Miller, just the same thing. Arm drag into a double, pops him up, throws him down for 2 as time expires.
You know, Garrett just walked past us, and he's catching his breath with his hands on his hips. I think I don't want to say that he looks disappointed, but because he looked darn good in that match with some big explosive takedowns. So
you could say, when I saw Decker walk over there, he did not look happy, threw his headgear down and just, disappointment, disgust. I mean, these guys, they expect the very best.
Absolutely.
And, you go out there and they're such good wrestlers, they expect the best from not only themselves, and when they know they didn't give it, it can get frustrating at sometimes.
Never complacent, always looking for more. And Brock Kleitsch gets a quick takedown, so really good start to the first period for our wrestlers.
Yeah, we're 20 seconds in, and this guy's going for a crate already.
That's awesome.
Look at that.
There's
Sits
his bread
back.
and butter.
That's tight.
Ref
Call
gets
it a
down,
day.
slaps the mat. Great job, Brock
34
Kleitsch.
seconds for Kleitsch. And a fall.
Brock's always really composed, too. He never shows too much emotion. Slaps the coach's hand, shakes a teammate's hand, goes back, puts on his warm-ups. I don't think I've ever seen him flex. I don't think I've ever seen him do a backflip.
He ain't like A.J. Ferrari,
No,
I'll tell you
not
that.
like – if I saw A.J. Ferrari in a high school match, my jaw would hit the floor. Now we have Jake Shore up.
So we're here at 190. Jake Shore to wrestle. While all this is happening, we've had some banger JV matches. I'm going to tell you that right now. So Zach Adelman is ranked 4th at 215 pounds. So this will be a very tough test for Jake Shore. Look at these guys. These two guys look like 106-pounders. They're jumping around.
Yeah, got the good feet movement here. They're both pushing, pulling. JV match, Andrew Teets still up. He's up 1-0 with a minute left in the second.
So like I said, Wapsie brings in 3 ranked wrestlers. Dike brings in 1. Hudson brings in none. And this is the only ranked wrestler that we're going to see from Dike-New Hartford tonight as a early takedown from Adelman. A nice single leg. Just picks up and drops down Shore. So let Shore away, make it 2-1. Something that I like, or something that I don't really like to see is when a wrestler usually cuts a guy, it looks to be, okay, we're going to get a lot of points on the scoreboard, which can be good, but also can be bad. Yeah. It's good when you see, Kaden Decker and Caden Belinsky do it. It's not good when you see your opponent do it.
Yeah, yep, definitely. He's defending off a hard single leg here, but picks him up. Oh,
wow.
Right on his butt.
The strength from Adelman.
That was impressive.
Jeez. That is just crazy. Look at this. Just insane. The upper body strength from Adelman is, look, you just just picks him up. He picks him up one leg and just lifts him up, puts him down.
And again, a big part of that strength is keeping your hips. You know how he shot and he kept his hips under him. He wasn't reaching like a head ostrich sticking out. He had his hips under him and his knees bent on his toes. That adds that extra hip strength. So he must have been doing some hang cleans or power cleans because that was some strength there, some power. We got a replay here. Oh, sorry, my stream's behind. I'll be quiet. I'm like, what's the replay doing on my screen? So we're going to start neutral here. And now we'll start another JV match on the gray mat. Caleb Hogan's up.
4-1 over here on the north mat. Adelman with a 4-1 lead over Shore.
Well, Jake takes a shot, but too far away. Got to keep circling back to your feet. But Adelman is quick, man.
Nice mat return from Adelman. Give him the 2. Make it 6-1. A minute 20 left to go here in the second. So let's Shore up.
Yeah, with them forfeiting 106 and 113, Dike-New Hartford's coach could be leaning in and saying, look for bonus points. But Jake, slowing down this Adelman kid. It's only 6-2 in the second period, so Jake's doing a good job grabbing wrists, keeping his hips back on his toes. If
Jake gets, if we're looking for a bear hug or, something of the sort, you get a 4 or 5 point move. Not only does Jake either tired and take the lead of the match, but even if he just gets a takedown alone, that makes it a very interesting match. It becomes a 2-point match at that point. And then you work a turn, something like that. You're just it's easier said than done.
Yes. Yep. Start with the basics, set up, and then take a close penetration shot and finish the shot. So
it's easy for us to sit up here and go, yeah, you just need to take them down and work a turn. It's easy.
Why isn't Jordan Love throwing 4 to 5 touchdowns a game? I've been yelling it all game.
My mom does it all the time. They cannot hear you through the TV. I promise. It's not how that works.
In spirit, they can
if
hear
only.
You. Now we're going to start the third with Jake going down. And Zach Adelman, a senior for Dike-New Hartford, on top.
He's got the best first name in the world. Spells it the right way, too.
With an H, not a K?
Yeah. Just perfect.
Oh, looks like a spot of blood. So Jake's going to be able to catch his breath here, set a little game plan.
So I guess as we have this break real quick, we are going to hit up Prime Capital Investment Advisors. Ashley Jones and Joe Harris with Prime Capital Investment Advisors. From opening your first Roth IRA to drawing your hard-earned money in retirement, the team at Prime Capital Investment Advisors has the tools to accommodate. They are an independent, fee-based fiduciaries and put honesty and transparency above all else. Best of all, they bleed black and gold. Mention this ad to get a complimentary second opinion meeting. Call Ashley at 319-269-7143. And as always, go Warriors. So we're back to action here. A minute 50 left to go between Adelman and Shore.
So Jake gets a quick escape, making it 3-6. Again, this match he's keeping it within distance. And now it looks like the pace is being picked up just a little bit more by Zach Adelman. He's kind of doing more head taps, he's doing more fakes, and takes another deep single leg shot.
Shore doing a nice job with defense. He's got it!
Yes! Look at this. He's back in the match, Zach. Just
it's
like
a 1-point match. Shore looking to shock the world.
Oh, he looks up at the clock. A lot of time left.
A minute and 10 seconds left. Down by 2. Shore gets a takedown. He ties it up. Shore, look at the defense there. Just a textbook switch almost and then just a clean mat return. Gets the takedown.
There's that shot he's been doing all night, though. Zach Adelman's going to be looking to finish again. But
Shore!
With the switch.
He's got to move his feet. Knee slide up. Get your chest up. Get your head up. A quick go behind Shore.
Oh, he's going to switch again. But
he sits out. Oh, they gave him the 2. 30 seconds to go, and now Shore bellies out. Adelman in control, up by 4, 20 seconds to go. Shore face first into the Resolite, trying to get up to his feet.
Man, he almost did it again, Zach.
I know he had it, and I'm like, ugh.
And these two could be wrestling again very soon in the near future, so. With 2 seconds left in the third, this might be all she wrote, but Jake showed improvement from the beginning of the first to the end of the third. I am very much impressed by Jake getting after it this match. Even though the score didn't go his way, he wrestled a ranked opponent very tough. So
Adelman, fourth-ranked wrestler in the state, gets a little bit of a scare from Jake Shore, but via decision, moves it up to a 15-6 duel, which I don't know how it's 15-6. Did I do this wrong again? There is no way I messed this up.
On the gray mat, we had a couple JV matches go through. I don't have the score.
Did they have a varsity match over there?
They did not. They had Hayden Ryard wrestle. Caleb Hogan wrestled. And I believe they also had.
Yeah, it should only be 15-3. I'm just going to say it right now. Adelman did not get a pin. I'm going to tell you that right now. That did not happen.
Track wrestling shows 15-3.
So we're going to believe that.
Home field advantage. So now we have Grayson Miller versus Lane Gersh at 215 pounds. Grayson Miller's a freshman of ours. Grayson likes to wrestle upper body, is very strong-armed and strong-chested.
So this is his first match of the night. Oh!
Throws him. Had his leg up in the air, but kicks it down and just pretty much manhandles him and gets a takedown.
I said first match of the night. This is the first match of the night for Grayson Miller.
Oh, had his head down. Never seen a bottom guy reach for the head. Oh, he's got a headlock. He's going to try to, but Grayson slips it out.
Yeah, and they must have, yeah, something's messed up. But now we will have varsity matches over on the gray mat. Blake doesn't like to hear that. So it'll be Derrick Hilsenbeck for the Warriors, which he was a ranked wrestler at one time. I believe he fell out of the rankings in their latest update today. Sean Beasley.
Yep. Derrick will have a good match here. Dike-New Hartford looks like this guy is a little, obviously fills out the heavyweight match a lot better. But Derrick has that strength in his arms. Is the camera on the blue mat or gray mat? Which one should I comment?
We are kind of on both, but
that's all right.
You can commentate the blue mat, I guess.
Okay.
Trying to get both mats in view here. I think we got
Grayson
it figured
goes
out.
Upper body here. Does a whizzer hard, got him on his back. Just pretty much did a whip over there. That comes with the height and the strength. Now he's going to be squeezing his head in his arm with short time left, Zach. We might see some bonus points. And Derrick Hilsenbeck also goes out of bounds with the guy on his back. So Derrick wrestling Tate DeBoer for Dike-New Hartford. That's incorrect?
Yes.
Sorry, that's
I believe it is listed as Sean Beasley.
I got to get better than saying that
well,
guy.
it doesn't say it on the.
Okay.
I might give you the benefit of the doubt. It does not say it on the lineup
here we
sheet.
go.
I have track wrestling over here, so that's my assistant.
Derrick does have Sean Beasley on his back, though. Could he be going for a cradle as well? And
Miller.
Grayson's caught in a cradle, but able to squirm out. And
this is a lot of action happening. Jeez, the voice crack. This is a
you're
lot
good.
of action happening at once. And now Beasley's going to try to turn into Hilsenbeck as Miller gets a fall over here.
Wapsie had two Dike-New Hartford guys on their back. Grayson comes out with the pin, and Derrick's going to come out with the pin as well. Hope the scoreboard can keep up with those 12 points coming our way. Because starting at 106 here, there's going to be, in 113, there's going to be 2 forfeits. So 24-point swing for Wapsie over Dike-New Hartford Wolverines.
Good math. So now as we flip it over,
just a quick note, like I said earlier, Grayson Miller wrestles a lot of upper body. Played in his favor in that match when the guy had a deep headlock and had a body lock. Grayson just knows how to throw his hips in and get a pin. So great moves from that freshman at 215 for Wapsie.
So it should be 39-3 as we head to 120.
So there's Sawyer getting his forfeit on the gray mat. Now Wally Kaufman's up on the blue mat.
So it should, I don't know how they still have that 9 up there. That's weird.
I'm thinking they must have thought one of the JV matches was varsity.
All right, Blake's assumption is that they thought, the scores table thought one of the JV matches over here in the gray mat, where it was, thought it was a varsity match. Dike-New Hartford ended up getting a fall, and then they thought it was a varsity match, so they gave Dike 6 points.
And Brody Kleitsch is going to be up here on the gray mat.
Hey, look at that!
Good.
Look at that. They got it figured out. They realized JV matches don't count. So it'll be Wally Kaufman and Lucas Ragsdale along with Brody Kleitsch while taking on Carson Van Heiden. I hope I said it's either Van Heiden or Van Heiden. Okay.
Lucas Ragsdale on Wally gets a quick sweep single, takedown on the edge of the mat. They go out of bounds. Wally has to start down with only 14 seconds. And actually, Ragsdale goes both up. Now, Ragsdale's a senior. Ragsdale's name has been around the Dike-New Hartford community for some time in the wrestling community. So
he's a very experienced wrestler for sure. I mean,
there's that same move, sweep single.
Now
sitting on the ankle,
Ragsdale.
you got to use it. Or ref's going to tap him and say potentially dangerous, or got to let it go. Does actually call stalling for sitting on the ankle. So
he's going to let him up. It'll be 4-2. Kleitsch over here up 2-0. He's working in that top position. Ragsdale, a quick single leg, way elevated.
Wally
Tip
looks
Wally
like he's
over.
got two new shoes on. Those are some really bright Rudices. Now back to the action.
Way to go. Wally Kaufman, you got to defend the single leg. You about know it's coming, so.
Yep.
I would just try to defend that.
And there it is
There
again.
it is.
Yep, that was the fourth one we saw. That must be his go-to move.
Cuts off to a double.
Yeah.
They ding him again for stalling? I thought they did. No, maybe not.
Just 3 escapes for Wally, so it's 3-8. Ragsdale has let him up every single time when they went out of balance, but this time he's not with 52 seconds left in the first.
I don't know. I think he'd get another takedown if he really wanted to.
Yeah, Wally was standing up there for those 3 or 4 takedowns. Unfortunately, got to be seeing it coming.
Wow.
Flipped him back. Luckily, Wally bails to his belly.
Wally is consistently building up to his base, which is good to see. I mean,
Yeah,
he's able to work up to his base position, but Ragsdale is like a monkey clinging to him, or a crab just clinging to him.
If I did have to talk about the gray match, at least Brody Kleitsch is looking dominant over at the gray mat. So
Wally with a big reversal to end the period.
Oh my goodness! I'm sorry, Zach. I'm going to stick to the blue mat.
Whoa!
Sorry about that.
You said it was going to happen to me. It did not happen to me. It ended up happening to you. If you didn't know, there's a little crease behind our setup here, and Wyatt just dumped his chair.
Is my
down
face red after that? Oh my goodness! I'm sorry about that. But
before we started, he was like, "Make sure you don't scoot too far back. You're gonna fall in the crease." Obviously, it hasn't happened yet, so I think I would have just fell down instead of just noticing it.
So Wally gets a takedown, makes it 5-8.
Yeah, he's back to action here. As quick 1 second, as for some reason there's injury time up there. I don't know what that is. It's weird. But anyway, we're back to second period. Kaufman is going to choose that bottom position as over here on the gray mat.
And Ragsdale goes both up to start the second.
Interesting.
But Wally's coming into him pretty hard.
Wally gets a takedown. It's a tied match. That single leg again.
Got to stay on your feet. Don't let him grab your far leg. Goes out of bounds. Both up, Zach.
Kleich 3 points away from a technical fall, and he'll get it. So Kleich with a tech fall over Van Heiden. So 44-3.
Oh, Wally, Ragsdale hit the left sweep single here. Wally's staying tough on this with a good whizzer, stuffing the opponent's head. Just got to make sure you don't get dumped here, but he's able to scoop behind and get 2 points on Wally Kaufman.
I will say Kaufman has kind of been able to just hang around in this match. He's got 6 points. He's only down by 4. He's kind of just been there. He's just kind of hanging around. He got a takedown to end the first. Now under a minute to go here in the second.
He's fighting off the turn, and he's going to get a reversal here on the edge of the mat. 2 points for us.
And he might get some back points.
Oh,
he's getting some swipes.
Hold on, Wally.
He's getting some swipes. He got 3 swipes. They're going to give him 2. They do. It's tied.
It went from, we saw it 3-8. Then the score was 6-10. Now it's 10-10 in the second period, Zach. So Wally's really adapting in this match, and now he's got some.
Wally is so confused. You can just see it. He is just.
He's looking good.
He
looks over at his coach's corner.
Half of him is just like, what is happening?
Now
Ragsdale you can see the coach's frustration over there. Ragsdale has been in control this entire match, and he's just let it get away from him.
This is true, yeah. Wally, as a freshman, he's battling hard versus this senior, and I'm proud of him. He's hanging around, fighting off turns, and was able to catch the guy in a bad position and take advantage of it. So Wally's riding tough here to try to end the third, but there's 34 seconds left. They ran out of bounds. He calls stalling on us because Wally gave a little extra shove out of bounds, but Wally's going to ride tough here again.
So 34 seconds to go. And again, Ragsdale right up to his feet, and again right up to his feet. Are they going to nail him again? No.
Nope. That one was more of a situational scramble on the edge of the match. So Wally does a good job, catching that ankle and sitting on it.
He's got to be able to keep Ragsdale down. He still has not been able to do it. At some point, you're better off just letting him go.
There you go. Wally's in on a single leg. Oh, they scramble out of bounds here. Who's going to end up on top?
17 seconds to go, 15 to go.
Wally's okay here. Keep that leg in. Just keep your head up. There you go. He's going to look for a whip over. Over on the gray mat, Reese is on 132 for Varsity. There it is. 2-0, he's ahead.
If Wally can beat Ragsdale off the jump right now, he has a chance. He's just got to keep him down for this 8 seconds. This would be a big escape. And he's gonna.
He's got a far wrist.
As that will end the period, so we'll head to the third. Ragsdale's choice. He's going to choose neutral.
Going into deep waters here, Wally's looking great and going into the third here. Both up, 10-10.
He's got to defend that single leg. The move that's got him all night.
Wally's got a good stance to him here. Really stalking forward, really trying to defend his knees because Ragsdale shot those sweep singles all night in the first and the second period. Wally's doing a good job hand fighting, using his head as a leverage here. But he goes out of bounds before letting his butt touch the ground. So Coach Carl says, hey, take your shot, man.
Kaufman's done a nice job. Couple shot fakes, a sweep, single shot.
But he defends.
Wally's got a whip over. He's going for it. He's got it.
Bounds.
No.
Minute 13 left.
No, you can't. No.
Looks
no.
We are seeing some gas tank drainage from Dike-New Hartford.
God, that is.
Can Wally keep the hammer on him? There's that sweep single again. Wally needs to get his legs down. His hips on the mat. Ragsdale's just bread and butter. Steps over the ankle, but no 2 yet given. Minute left. Wally needs to get his hips up here. He's in a crackdown position. He's going to roll across his own back, but Wally's going to end up on top. Nope, still in the scramble situation.
No points awarded. Wally back. He's trying to, he's going to roll over again. No!
Wally's holding on. No 2 yet given. So 2 is given to Dike-New Hartford as they're on the edge of the mat. They go out of bounds with 36 seconds. Zach, still a lot of time left in this match.
I don't think Ragsdale's going to let him go neutral. I'm just going to say that, all right?
So, really quick notice, Reese Hagenow gets a pin in the second period, which gives us obviously more bonus points. But going back to Wally's match, 34 seconds in the third, down by 2.
A big reversal from Kaufman could really pay dividends. He's working. The gas tank is empty.
Wally's on his feet.
He's trying. He's trying.
That should be a stall.
That should be a stall call. Why? You can't just push him out of bounds.
All coaches out of their seat. Wally goes back down 20 seconds.
Just push him straight out of bounds in the middle of the mat. What the heck? Again, Kaufman to his feet. He's trying. He's in that tripod position. He's got to work up to his feet. 10 seconds to go.
He just tries to sit out.
Sits out. He's got 8 to go. Come on, Kaufman. Turns into, he's got to slip the head.
You got to get your head out. Oh, he's driving in. Oh, no time left. But he does get 1. But that's the match. Oh. Zachary Bavers.
He had it too. That is frustrating. If you're Kaufman, you can't be mad at all. He gave it everything he had.
Wally Kaufman should not hang his head on that match. Wally Kaufman showed outstanding potential. He gave effort all the way to the last whistle. And Kraton Zimmerman over on the gray mat, if we're going to keep going with varsity matches, at 138. How did that one end, Zach?
I believe Trayvon Heron.
Okay.
Yeah, got a fall.
Got a fall, okay. So now we have Kaden Dana up at 144 on the blue mat, and then we have Easton Kroll for Wapsie up on the gray mat, and Zach's going to tell you their opponents.
I am sitting here trying to
wait,
write.
No, you're all right. I'll go. Jake Wright. Jake Reichs, excuse me, at 144 for Dike-New Hartford. And versus Easton Kroll, we're looking at Tyler Deering. Ty Deering at 150, excuse me.
So a dual score 50-12. The Warriors have secured another dual win, so they're 2-0 on the night. But some nice end matches here would be very nice for Kroll and Dana.
Ty Deering is also a senior that's facing Easton Kroll. Jake Reichs is a junior facing our freshman Kaden Dana.
So Kroll working. So these 2 matches will be the last matches of the night for Wapsie Valley.
Ty Deering takes some.
I think they already did all the JV matches, didn't they?
Deep shots, but Easton uses his head and hands to defend it. Going back to the blue mat, Kaden Dana still keeps it neutral as they go out of bounds. I don't think that's blood on the mat. What is that, Zach? Are those teeth?
No, I think it might be
part of a headgear or something.
Yeah, I have no idea. I didn't really see what it was.
Kaden Dana tries some shots. He's in on a deep shot, but the whip over coming from Jake Reichs, putting him to his back, unfortunately.
And the fall. So Dana ends his night 0-2. Jake Reichs.
Easton Kroll's looking to go 2-0 as he's got his second guy on his back, which he does. Gets a pin there in a minute, 31 seconds in the first. And that's going to end Wapsie's duel, Zach.
So the final score for this duel, 56-18.
If we can have our senior parents
So for all matches tonight, or for both duels, the Warriors have just been in control. They did not give up the lead at one point throughout the night. 2 big wins for Wapsie as they head into or coming back from the Christmas break. What did you like from that Dike duel?
Hey, we saw action, Zach. We saw people wrestling from the beginning of the whistle to the end of the whistle. We saw first takedowns go in our favor. We saw people turning people to their back in multiple different pinning positions. Obviously, the one we saw a lot tonight was the cradle, the far side cradle, and we looked great at it. I'm impressed by that pinning combination. It's a bread and butter item. It's nothing too fancy, but Wapsie knows how to use it.
Alrighty, so now heading back, the Warriors are done for the week. They will come back on Monday against probably the biggest duel of the year for them, against Don Bosco. It will be Don Bosco and Wapsie in a 1 duel at home at Wapsie Valley High School.
Good job, Wally.
And, the Warriors.
Give him a thumbs up.
There you go. I think the Warriors, you're trying to shock the world. You're trying to knock off Bosco. It is going to be a tough task.
Hey, when your back's against the wall, nothing to do but throw punches, and those punches are gonna be takedown after takedown for Wapsie. So
I guess for the final of tonight, 56-18, who do you give your stud chain to?
Oh, I knew you were gonna ask me that. Well, obviously our seniors looked dominant. Easton Kroll come away with 2 pins in the first and second period. Kaden Decker, 2 big techs. I saw Garrett Miller look like a bulldog and getting the job done in both of his matches. Brock Kleitch had 2 great cradles and getting his guys pinned. Brody Kleitch looked great. Oh, that's tough, Zach. Is there an underdog chain and a stud chain?
No, just stud.
Just stud.
Just stud.
Overall stud. I probably would stick with Easton Kroll for now. But honorable mentions is obviously Garrett Miller, Kaden Decker. Kaden Belinsky only wrestled 1 match, but his first match was great.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I know we lost. I'm going to give it to Wally Kaufman. That man battled, and he had come off the mat, and he was distraught. He didn't like the result, but, hey, he did nothing but fight that entire match. He fought and fought and fought and fought, and up until the very last second of that match, he fought, and you can do nothing but love it.
That would be my underdog chain.
As a wrestling fan, it is just awesome to see a man just go out there and fight like no other, and he did a great job with that.
So he's going to see that guy again. He's going to be able to wrestle Lucas Ragsdale again here in the near future, whether it's going to be at a tournament we see him at, correct? Or conference, obviously, postseason. So just a little freshman things that we got to work on. Hey, when a guy shoots the same shot twice, be ready for it again because that's their bread and butter. So maybe changing up your stance, circling the other way, maybe going for your shots. But overall, even with those mistakes, Wally wrestles on high emotion, and there was a lot of high emotion. He's got a high gas tank, and he looked phenomenal, Zach. So,
alrighty,
there's my 8 cents on that.
There you go.
Sorry.
We're going to get to our dual recap tonight. We started tonight at 157 pounds with Kaden Decker picking up a technical fall, Garrett Miller with a major decision, Brock Kleitch with a fall, Zach Edelman, the 4th-ranked wrestler in the state, picked up a decision 9-6 over Jake Shore. Grayson Miller with a fall. Derrick Hilsenbeck with a fall. Kaden Belinsky and Sawyer Crawl both received forfeits. Lucas Ragsdale in an absolute battle defeated Wally Kaufman. Brody Kleitch over Carson Van Heiden. Reese Hagenau a fall over James Wingert. Trayvon Heron of Dike-New Hartford over Kraton Zimmerman. Jake Reichs over Caden Dana. Easton Crawl over Ty Deering to end the night. So the Warriors, a final score of 56-18. The recap tonight. The Warriors obviously won the duel 56-18. The Wolverines had 2 decisions to the Warriors none. The majors and techs department, the Warriors had 2, and I believe, or 1 major, 2 technical falls, none for Dike-New Hartford. The Warriors won the last 2 categories in falls and forfeits, 5-2 to 2-0. So the Warriors going into Don Bosco, what do you like to see from them on the short turnaround?
So the short turnaround is going to have to be behind the scenes, keeping your weight down, getting your homework done, staying healthy, wearing your winter jacket, doing your laundry, going to bed early, listening to your mom and pa. Those are going to be behind the scenes. Then performing, what I want to see is us wanting to score. If I had to go back to that Jake Shore match when he was wrestling a top-ranked wrestler, he was a little timid in the first and second. And then, obviously, he was getting a little bit more of his confidence in the third and was able to see a shot coming and hit a switch. So, again, when you're wrestling top-ranked wrestlers, especially in our own conference from the old Gilbertville, looking to score first without protecting anything and not being timid. So there's my 2 cents again.
So the Warriors will be home Saturday we'll head to Tripola for the Tripola tournament over there.
That's right, okay.
Monday they will be at home against Don Bosco. Thursday they will be at home against Sumner, Fredericksburg, and North Tama. Saturday they head up to Monona, take on MFO Marmac in their tournament up there. And then Thursday they will be back home, Thursday the 18th of January. They will be back home against BCLUW, East Marshall, and Central Elkader.
And by chance, which one of those would be like senior night as well? Or is there a youth night?
Sumner...
Wow, that would be great.
So I'm going to talk while they're talking. So the plan is, and this is not confirmed at all, the plan is to do a youth wrestling duel before North Tama and Sumner Fred.
That youth night will be great for fans to come out early and to see some of our future wrestlers battling.
Well, I hope we get more people in the stands. You get the young guys out there, the parents that have young kids, they come out, they want to see the little kids wrestle, and then obviously you got to stick around, And then senior night is planned to be against BCIW South Hardin, East Marshall, and Central Elkader in the 18th of January. The final home duel of the season for Wapsie Valley, and then they will head to North Butler on Saturday, and then it is postseason time, NICL tournament, regional duels, state duels, districts, and the state tournament. We'd like to thank everybody for listening tonight to our Warrior Watch, the Wapsie Valley Sports Network. For all of us here, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Legacy Roofing of Iowa, Oran Mutual Telephone Company, Reedland Telephone Cooperative, Little Wapsie Communications, which I realize I never said, so we're going to say it now. Their state-of-the-art fiber network is complete in Fairbank and ready to serve your home or business with the fastest internet in town. For plans, pricing, and more information, 319-279-3375. Again, for all of us here at the Warrior Watch, the Wapsie Valley Sports Network, I am Zach Babers, joined tonight by Wyatt Forsyth. Our producer is Blake Boer. And until next time, go Warriors!
Go Warriors!